Greetings, this is Mr. Solomon with another edition of Minecraft EDU for Schools. This is another project with second graders this time where they were designing something that they could build in Minecraft. So we always go through some of the rules. This is the essential question. So students are studying communities in second grade, and so they're now going to design a public park that they can plan and draw and then build in Minecraft. So these are the essential questions that we discussed. What kind of things are included? We talked about restrooms, we talked about sidewalks, we talked about tables, we talked about swings, playgrounds, different things go in a park. And then we talked about the materials that they would need in Minecraft to do it. I then gave students a website that we could look at some sample images. So if I go to our Villages proto page and go to projects, you can see second grade has playground images. So we talked about this on the first day of this project to kind of give them some background knowledge of what a park looks like, how it's designed. So these are different companies that supply playground equipment. This is a good example of a design of a public park. So students had several images to use as their background knowledge. And then here is our sequence of events. It's a 6-day project, so I see students for 3 days and then I don't see them again for 15 more days because we have 6 classes. So it's a 3-day rotation in our school. So we spent the first 3 days drawing diagrams and exporting them into the Creatubbles website. And then they come back a second round 15 days later and they start building their project in Minecraft. So we talked about using Pixie as our drawing tool. You could use any drawing tool really, as long as you can create a JPEG file when it's finished. And we talked about how to save. And then we talked about how to go to the Creatubbles website, how to upload your picture onto the website. And then we talk about how to get that picture then into Minecraft. So Creatubbles has their own mod called the Creator mod, and you need 64 sheets of paper. And then you would need a wall that's 10 blocks tall and 10 blocks wide. We always go over the rules of Minecraft too, so students are required to add a number after their name so I can see where they're sitting. We also talk about not breaking things on purpose or attacking other players. We're playing in Minecraft EDU mode, so they can't do any damage to each other. And Minecraft EDU also lets you do build disallow blocks, so you can set blocks up where kids can't break anything that's on top of those. And so then once the picture is on their website, the Creatubbles, so they would add a creation from a file, and then they would upload that file onto the Creatubbles website. Once it's there, they can go into Minecraft and find their picture that they can then import. So I'm going to go in as a teacher, and we're just going to cruise around and look at the projects that kids have done. These are 8-year-old students, so keep that in mind. These are students in second grade. And I was really impressed with some of the drawings and projects that they did. This is the older version of Minecraft made by Mojang, Teacher Gaming Desk. So I can change my speed. I usually do the same 2 things, put it in build mode, and then I can fly up in the air. So students worked in pairs on this, so each student drew their own layout, but they should look similar to each other. So kids discussed what kind of things go into a park. Okay, then we imported those pictures with the Creator mod into the game. So if we go up in the sky, the idea is to say if you're looking at this from above, it should look similar to what you drew in Pixie. There's one group. This is called a large workspace, so this is a 50 by 50 building area that's surrounded by border blocks so students can't go into other students' areas. So this is another good example. There's their restrooms over here on this side. There's their playground. There's the slide. They made some swings. That was a tough build, figuring out how to make swings and slides. But this group did a really nice job because you can see they have the bathrooms labeled. If I walk in, little torches. Okay, and then if we go up in the air and look at this project from above, that looks really close to what they had drawn in Pixie. So students are not only learning how to make a plan, but then how to get the orientation which is something we discussed, of how to get these pictures to look in the same relative position as they're drawn. So the top of these pictures is where these two walls are. So for example, this where it says bathroom, these two walls would be right by the bathroom. And it looks like they have that. There's an interesting way to do swings. There's their covered picnic area. That's a nice. There's your monkey bars, jungle gyms. They added trees. There's a sliding board. These are benches. You can sit by the pond. So, really nice job on drawing this for second graders, considering how much background they have, and not everybody has the same. That's the big challenge with doing projects like this, is everybody's knowledge of Minecraft is at a different place. So some students are able to build really quickly, while other students are still learning the basic controls and how to find things, so it takes them a little longer. This is a good example of that. So they're on their way, but given the same amount of time, you can see how much less they have completed. It just depends on the students and who they're working with. So let's look at a couple more areas. Now we're going to go to 17 to 24, no, 9 to 16. Excuse me. Another good example. So here's a drawing. That's the pond that's right here, the pool. Basketball courts over there. There's the flower garden. Looks like they started to build the basketball court. It's getting there. Yeah, if we go to the next area. So I see sidewalk, bathroom, tree, flower garden. That's in the right spot. There's their pond. Here's a slide. So let's look at a couple more. So men's and women's bathrooms. The nice thing about the Creatubbles website, it's an easy place to store images. The only stipulation is that all uploaded content must be created by students themselves. So I don't let them use clip art or Google Images or anything. It all has to be original art. And you can see this is a good example. This is how their partner did it. And if we look around, beginnings of a slide. That looks like part of the bathroom. So it's getting there. There's another one. So, like as you can see, some students are at different stages of completion than others. And that is the challenge with Minecraft, is trying to get everybody to finish at somewhat the same time period. But when kids finish early, I let them go and help other students build. So there's bathrooms here. Looks like they started with the bathrooms. I think we have 2 more areas to check out. So this project just finished yesterday. And then this is the last time I see students for the year, because the school year is almost over. There's our monkey bars, how to make a labeled drawing. And I believe that is everything that students have made. I did a sample too to show them how to import their drawings. So if I go to 32, that's usually where I do my sample work. So if I go all the way to the back here, you should see the picture that I created, and that was their model. So this was my example that I gave the students. And then we talked about orientation, so I started digging a hole where the bathrooms would be. But usually I don't get a chance to build when students are doing this project, because I'm busy going around helping everybody or teleporting myself to different areas to see what they're doing. But it was a really good project. Really impressed what second graders are able to do. Thanks for watching.